We're here, right here at 600 Rural Street. I know you've been following along with us over this few-month build here at this new build, at Dave Kiloran's new build right here in Shelton. The day is finally here. It's complete, it's finished, it's dialed in, and Dave and his team did an amazing job creating this wonderful product right here in Shelton. Again, 20 so minutes from Olympia, Washington. Dave, it's here. Tell me about it. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling that it's done, but I've also felt that it's been done every day for the last 10 days. And then you find something, and then you find something. But I think we're finally there, and here it is. Got the landscaping in. The weather was not, I'd say, the best for doing landscaping, exterior paint, and the asphalt that's required by the city. Finally got a good pocket of weather and got those things done. Man, it just finally came together. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. As you can see, the beautiful colors that they selected, it really highlights the area around being here in the Pacific Northwest, kind of the neutral tones. And shout out to Marci Dray with picking these wonderful colors. Dave, just tell us again, how did you guys arrive at this design?
Well, part of it is creating a house that fits the lot and doesn't look like it was forced on, but looks like it belongs there. And then also being in this historic district, we were required to do a number of elements. We picked the black windows, we did the covered porch, the shakes, the multi-siding, multi-colors, not one long roof, but breaking the roof over the garage. A number of different attributes that brought it together to qualify as a historic build. Generally a craftsman concept with the window wraps and the high ceilings, and that's the theme that we went with throughout. Obviously put some contemporary touches on the inside to make it comfortable for today's world. And let's go inside and take a look.
Absolutely. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take you guys inside, and actually we're gonna do outside, show you outside, and then we're gonna show you the inside. So get ready to be blown away by all the many features that Dave and his team has done in this home. They put a lot of heart, a lot of thought, a lot of detail that has went into this home. And as you can see in the previous Docuseries, when I documented this whole build out, he doesn't waste anything. I mean, from the closets to the extra sheeting behind the wall in each closets, thinking about future home buyers. I mean, it's amazing. So let's go and let's tour it.
Well, some of the finished products that we have here, the corbels on the porch, the large posts. These are things that you'd find on an older 1920s home, as opposed to some little 4x4s or 6x6s. We really built them out to give it some girth, some character. The corbels, I didn't want to do a straight leg corbel, so I made my own curved corbels. Offers a little more character, something you don't see every day. Really helps make it pop. The front door being 8 feet, a little dental mold character on that. Wood post or wood baluster deck rail. Of course, there's a lot of options for glass rails, stainless steel, but it just simply would not fit on a craftsman style like this. So went with the wood, but it is a Trex deck, so you're gonna get good longevity out of that. Landscape, landscape, landscape. That really is what makes it all come together in the end. Just the natural colors with the neutrals that Marci chose for the house. I'm not good at that, she is, and I just like watching it come together because, take a look for yourself, it just really has a lot of curb appeal. This is the infamous parking strip. This is this cost us a lot of weeks of waiting because they don't make asphalt in the winter. And we were ready for this probably in late December, early January, but we had to wait until the first or second week of March before they started making asphalt again. And we quickly got it down, so it's an order of operations. You do asphalt first, you landscape to the asphalt. So we were really at a stopping point when we came to the need for asphalt. Just for continuity, we ran the asphalt up for the driveway, did some hardscape entrances to each door, embedded tiles, porcelain tiles.
Porcelain tiles, wow, beautiful.
Neither of these decks is tall enough to require a railing, but kind of look naked without it. So really for character, we added the railings on each deck.
And Trex decking, correct?
It is Trex decking. You'll notice that I like to do character on the decking too, so even the stairs are mitered corners. No exposed ends. It's just a nicer detail.
Very nice, very nice. Right, I love the choice of lighting here. Was there inspiration behind that?
The larger lights, coach lights for kind of the craftsman feel, but then additional soffit lights, so you're never going to be short of light overall. And the same with the front deck. It has coach light and several can lights also. Decided just to go grass over here. I didn't want to, additional parking might be nice, but it would just be a little hard if we had additional gravel or more gravel. It wouldn't give the natural appearance or look that we have going on. Additional fence for privacy, and left one native tree here. It's kind of been abused by PUD as it grows up underneath the power lines, but it does look really good in the spring and summer. So we maintained that, added some arborvitae in front of it.
Tell us about in here, Dave.
Just got freshly cleaned, still drying out a little bit, but a slightly oversized garage for the size of the house. Water heater in the corner with the required bollard so you don't drive into it. Car charger, easy access for the panel. The pipe in the wall is for an optional water filter. And what this does, it's also the shutoff for the house, but by piping it outside the wall in an area that's not necessarily needed for storage because it's so close to the water heater, a filter system can be put here without opening up the wall and having to grab the pipe from there. Up above, we've got storage. Got about 200 square feet existing. It's expandable to probably another 150 square feet without too much work.
And now what did you do, Dave, so that there could be that additional 200 square feet in the ceiling?
You order trusses that are made to maintain the strength of this span, but not have truss cords that are coming down right in the middle. So they make a truss that expands the opening in the middle, allows you to lay decking and use it for a floor, walking surface, storage surface, but it is weight bearing. And you can fill it up with whatever you want.
Wow, can you bring that down for us?
We do have a 10-foot ceiling in here, so we have this little pull bar.
Wow.
And when you get to the top, there is a light switch. There's also a full catwalk over to the heat or the furnace.
Wow. So people can really store all of their Christmas decorations. So, honey, can you get the Christmas decorations?
Well, I'm 6'1", and I can almost stand up in here.
Wow.
But point being, it's not a cramped area. This is accessible storage all the way down on each side. I'm leaving these panels up here. These are all pre-cut. So if you want to build out expansion or more storage down each bay, these pre-cut panels are free to use. It wouldn't take too much work just to
Wow, and you're
screw gun.
leaving that for the future buyer to be able to do that.
It was just some scrap plywood, and I cut it to be the right dimension, and I didn't want to overdo it up here. And also, it can be left to your imagination on how you use these, because they also would serve as shelves up above. So I'll just kind of leave it to the owner for however they want to use them, but they're here. Traditionally, you leave some extra flooring, some extra roofing, and the paint, the actual paint that was used. Those things usually all stay with the house and might as well be up here to break in the storage.
Wow, incredible. Wow, and this is the walk directly to the furnace.
Should you ever need to service the furnace or get at it for any reason, you got some good access. And for what it's worth, there's more storage. A little more creative on how you would have to build this out, but it wouldn't take much. A couple of 2x4s and some more plywood, but you could build storage shelf along here too.
And that's because of the extra truss, the design on the trusses that you ordered, correct?
This is not a walking surface. This plenty capable of storing some totes or bins, but this is not a walking surface out here.
I mean, can you believe that? Dave's leaving wood here so you can expand your storage up here, 200 square feet. Incredible. And it's a beautiful aluminum ladder that you can go down on. Just, I'm telling you, attention to detail, very quality build. Doesn't get any better than this. So let's go and show you the rest of the house. So what was the inspiration behind kind of this open concept color tone in here?
Well, the trend in housing seems to be going away from a formal dining room, especially for entry-level housing or smaller homes like this one. You don't have the square footage to dedicate to a dining room, but you still want the space available to be flexible for the ability to do it. So I feel there's plenty of room here to have a formal dining table without crowding the kitchen. And that was the reason architecturally for this bump out going towards the road. It offered that extra space to have that table and chairs and a good pathway, even with bar stools. It all works out. Okay, you've seen some of these tricks before, but maybe not when it's been totally clean. Automatic lights in the closets, crawl space access, a couple of finger poles embedded, should you ever need to go down there. Magnet catches on these doors. Bedroom slash office. It's kind of an open palette to do whatever you want. It's legally used as a bedroom, but could easily make it an office too. We have outlets in each bedroom with the USB ports because everybody has devices to charge. Main bathroom, countertop to ceiling mirrors, to the ceiling tile, cubby in the back.
Wonderful, wow, look at that detail in the colors.
basic storage closet in the hall for towels, linens, whatever. And this is pretty much a mirror of the other bedroom. Same story. Closet spec'd out to be rod and shelf. There is some expandability in here. It's just, I don't want to predict too much, so. Go with the standard layout. Something we talked about earlier is the bedrooms are, in my opinion, larger than what you're going to find on most average homes or tract homes, starter homes. 12 by 12 is kind of a minimum to me for a bedroom. And yes, that includes this closet space, but you don't feel pinched in here.
No, not at all.
You could put a queen bed in here and still have plenty of room.
Very nice.
The door trim detail kind of picks up the outside detail of the window wraps with the oversized headers. Master bedroom. Master closet.
Nice walk-in closet. I mean, look at the size of this walk-in closet. A lot of space. A lot of space.
The 9-foot ceilings really help with expanding the storage space.
I'm 6'3", and I mean, very, very tall. Very nice. Very nice, Dave.
And then we all remember this.
Yeah,
In the beginning, the hole in the wall, having to explain a dozen times to other people what the hole in the wall was for, but it's my opinion that a closet, an inside corner like this is kind of a tough spot to use because if you bring your bars together, you can't hang here because they would be conflicting with each other. So we gave up this corner to use on the other side. And it seems to me it was a far better use to have an embedded closet for linens and towels in the master bath.
and that's custom, right? You custom made that linen closet, right?
I made that myself.
Hey!
I can still make stuff.
Wow, very beautiful, Dave. A wonderful build.
I think we finally got there.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it took, a little over 4 months, and you weren't even pushing hard on this one.
We pushed pretty hard in the beginning to get to the point of starting late, October 25th. We knew we were gonna have weather against us, so we pushed pretty hard to get the roof on. Once the roof got on and we got our windows and doors on, the inside work was underway, but we really ran into a stopping point with the need for asphalt. The weather was not favorable to the exterior paint. It really just kind of put the brakes on things in January and February, and broke the weather, got asphalt, and picked it up and ran to the finish line.
Right on. Did you give this one a name, this home a name?
I've never named our homes.
Never named his homes, but Dave, again, amazing quality here. And so you're ready to get this one on to a buyer, right?
I think so. I would put its quality up against any other home on the market, new or existing. I can't cut corners. It doesn't matter if it's for me or somebody else. I have to do it right. So it's good all the way through.
Outstanding. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this docuseries over this new build from literally the land all the way up to now. Reach out to Dave, myself, if you're interested in this one or any other ones in the future. You definitely want to keep an eye on Dave's homes that he builds because it's really great detail. So hope you've enjoyed it. Reach out to us if you're interested in this one. Love to talk to you. We'll see you next time. All right.